Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Ohio morning? So, back out here, this is the new huge gas station.
Morning.
Oh yes, forgot all about that. Let me move out of the way. So this one here, we have to take before and after photos because the company that owns it's out of state. So yeah, we just send it to them and they're able to see we're doing our job and they pay the bill and we're happy. So, all right guys, so I figured if you don't know, I'd give you the basics of the controls of a stand-on mower. So over here you have your brake. I'm gonna go ahead and release that. Right here, these are the multi-force controls. So this would lift that up and down, and then if we had an attachment on it, it would go right and left, okay? This is gonna be your blade engagement. This is gonna be your RPM. Gives you more of the good stuff. You got your hand controls here. You can operate this machine one-handed if you want to, front or back. You kind of learn how to do that with time, but that's the overall concept there. Over here we have the flex chute blocker. You just flip it closed, flip it open, really simple. And then over here you have your deck and your adjustments. Right now we're going to stay at 3.5, and that'll be nice and good. You'll just push the lever to go ahead and drop the deck down, pull it back up. Really nice and simple. On the Toro Grandstand Multi-Forces, the platform will lift up to give you more room on your deck, and it just locks into place, and you have a little pin right there on the side to release it and drop it back down. We do have our bucket holder on the side over here. These will be available at Spencer Products here very soon. As soon as the manufacturer gets them taken care of and done, you'll just simply be able to mount them right onto your Toro Grandstand or Multi-Force, and yeah, it connects without having to drill or anything, and then you'll be able to attach your bucket. Anyways, just figured I'd share that with you. Get to work. there was a couple patches I didn't hit. Those little birds, I think they're called finches, if I remember correctly. They put their eggs in gravel. I believe they're protected as well. I don't like getting near them. They'll puff all up and like try to direct you away from their eggs. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so there's a couple little patches, mainly back in that corner there, that are a little taller. I don't know if the video do it justice, but this is a big commercial facility here. Like it's a good size. It's way bigger than a football field. I know that. You can probably fit 2 football fields in here, pretty darn close to it. I had a email after we did it the first time when we did the initial big cleanup from someone. I won't share the name, but supposedly somewhere here there's a bunker, a big bunker from like a wartime period. I don't know where it's at exactly, but he said he knows that it's here somewhere. So yeah, I don't assume they'd probably put a gas thing on that, but hey, you never know. It's not in use anymore, but supposedly, yeah, there's a big huge underground bunker here, which I would believe it. I mean, there's a lot of old industrial Rust Belt things going on in this area still, and a lot of them are still going, like Pioneer back there, Gregory down there, our other commercial property right over there, Ambiflex, if you can't see it. Boom, there's tons going on in here. So yeah, this one fit right into our route. It's the only reason we mainly took it on. It wasn't really looking to acquire a ton of commercial this year, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll take it. All right, guys, so we're back here at the church. Now this thing is incredibly long, as I'll show you here. And the reason for that is we did not think we were retaining this church as a customer. They had emailed and they had asked us to go to bi-weekly, which I don't do bi-weekly, especially in springtime, because it's going to be even taller than this probably when we come back in 2 weeks. With that being said, not talking bad about any customer whatsoever, and some churches are financially hurting and unable to pay for full service. And with that being said, we're going to do what we can here, as much as we can here, to help them be able to afford this and keep them looking as good as we possibly can. But it's not going to be like it was before, I'll say it like that. Prime example is we've always done leaf cleanups for them, and that's not a cheap service whatsoever. It's multiple days for this huge facility, and if you noticed last fall, we did not do that. I think they had some volunteers from the church come in and take care of some of it, but there's still a lot here that were left over from the fall time. Anyways, just fill you in a little bit. It's not going to be a profitable account for us, but it is a church and we are godly people, so we are going to do as much as we can for them, like I've already said, and try to help them be the best they can be, and also, you know, run a successful business on our end as well. So.
And we also let them make payments. We stretch it through 12 months throughout the year instead of like monthly as they would initially pay prior. But so that does help them out a lot as well. So.
Yep, and we've went above and beyond, and I think they respect that. COVID period was a big time period there where they were all shut down and everything, but we still serviced it and, you know, let them get caught up when they could. And anyways, enough about that. We're gonna get it knocked out here, get it looking as best as possible. We'll probably mow it like a 4.5 this week, just because there's a foot and a half on here. So.
Yeah. This is your mower. You get the new mower.
TQ's finally let me have one new mower.
Yes, you can have it.
Hey, watch that tripod, it fell over. I will say our best pair of blue tongs has gone missing. I don't know where they went, and that sucks because I got those things at Costco and they've actually worked out really well.
Flex shoots, saving a lot of cleanup time.
Alright guys, so I figured I'd point this out real quick because a lot of people just see the mowing, and even new guys and gals coming into the industry, you know, all they see is the mowing. Like, oh, you know, running the mower, it's cool, it's easy, yada yada yada. And it is. But sticks, trash take up a lot of time, especially on an account like this, because this big old oak constantly is shedding. So you don't want to be running this stuff over with your mower blades, especially a new mower, and destroying them. Blades aren't cheap, they're about 20 bucks a piece roughly. So just going through here, finding for one in this tall stuff, the bigger stuff, and getting it out of here so we don't just destroy a brand new set of blades. There's a lot in here, like you just look at it and you're like, oh, I don't see it, and then all of a sudden it's right in front of you. Like that one's stuck down in the ground a little. That one there you can barely see, but that's a good 1.5 inch thick piece of wood you don't want to hit. So what we're gonna do is what we always do, make piles here. I won't charge them like we have been when we come and pick everything up with the dump truck, because it's multiple loads. If you guys have any ideas to make it financially better for us as a business, let me know. A few options that we've thought of doing is writing it off almost as like a donation for taxes. I still got to check with my CPA on that. I just haven't had the time. Another option my buddy Dan told us about is we basically pay for the service, Savannah and I, we'll pay for their weekly service, and then at the end of the year we could just write off all of that, which I would still have to check with my CPA on that to see what's all there. But yeah, if you guys got any ideas, I'm open to it. All right, guys, so my personal pride, I just can't leave it. Right here over is one cut at 4 inches. This one here I double cut. Now I'm on my second cut because I can't leave this crap all over. And I know it's hard to tell, but it's literally just like hay laying on top of it. Probably 6 inches long, 8 inches long in certain spots. So I got to go over it again. And yeah, just more of time consuming and cost that people don't take into account for business or, you know, for just general lawn mowing. Sometimes you got to double cut. There's been times in the past when we had rights, we had to triple cut. Yeah, it all plays into account and all into your business for profitability. And yeah, your P&L statement will not like you when you're doing double cuts and, you know, eating up tons of time and stuff. Alright guys, so at the beginning I was talking about leaves. This whole area was covered in leaves. This is all pretty much dead because it's been covered up and matted. Now I came through here and I mowed back what I could. You can kind of see how far I grabbed into these corners to get it out here to mulch it up. And yeah, it's going to need completely blown out, which I was going to do real quick. Probably take me half hour. But the neighbor brought his truck out and started detailing it, so I don't want to be rude and blow all this. It's literally going that direction all over his truck, so I'm gonna fight this battle another day here. But yeah, just figured I'd show you. You know, there's really no grass through here right now. Pretty much just dirt.
down and...
Bye.
Are you done?
I think so. Blow me off real quick. Alright guys, so we barely touched the surface with the leaves, but the ones I already had out in the parking lot, the neighbor moved his truck a little bit so in the wind direction changed, so we just went ahead and blew them down here, but there's still, I mean, feet of them up there. It needs a really big cleanup, full day's worth. And as always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys and girls. We'll talk to you later. TQ out. Peace.